Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Alright, show me when.
You go ahead and start.
Alright. You want to wet the squirrel first. That way none of the hairs stick to the meat because that's what makes it gamey. You go to the base of the tail, above the asshole, and you cut. It helps if you use a big ass knife like this instead of a pocket knife, just because you have more leverage and you can do more shit with it. It's got a tough tailbone, but we'll get through it.
Yeah. If you need me to like pull it like I had to last time,
I got it.
Alright.
There we go. We're done through the tailbone. You want to cut down without cutting into the meat, and you want to see white skin.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Get you a good little handful like that. That's where you're gonna set your foot on. And this ain't the best place nor the best circumstances to do this. What works best if you're in a creek with rocks or if you have a cinder block at your house, you set him right there and you set the ball of your foot right there on that big old patch you just cut and you stand up with it. God damn, it's gonna be a bit barefooted.
Yeah. You want me to try to do it? God, it broke.
It broke. Let's find something else hard.
Oh, shit. Did you do it on my foot?
No, there's a log right here, man.
Oh, shit. Let me get through there. Some briars.
Fucking briars. Yeah.
Yeah,
That right there, that's where you're going to want to put your foot at. Put the heaviest part of your foot right there. Grab it, and then just stand up with him.
Hell yeah.
All that skin is going to come off. And get you. You'll be able to pinch some of that shit with your fingers.
How tough's that back right there?
It's just pretty tough, but it'll do.
Yeah, it's coming off pretty easily.
And
there you go.
Continue to pull up, and voila, you have you a perfectly skinned squirrel. And let's walk back to the creek.
Cause when you put toe, bud. Yeah. Watch out for these briars right here.
You gotta learn how to walk through the woods like a redneck.
No, it's when you embrace the briars, man.
Yeah.
They're your friend.
They are indeed. Now this may look dirty, but I mean we're gonna wash it off in the creek when we're done. And you wash it off when you get to the house. Best part about using a big knife like this, move that back on. You can just, like a butcher knife, just smack it like that.
Got it.
Voila, he ain't got no foot. Do that one more again.
Yep. Voila.
Voila, he ain't got no foot. You're gonna do the same thing. Take your fingers right there, pull that up. Do the same thing right there, pull that up. Cut his head off. That's actually really easy.
Yep.
Especially with a knife like this, you can just
cut right through it.
Cut right through it. There you go.
Don't ask to keep the skull. Just looks like a rat.
Yeah, just look like a rat skull. Kind of you weirdo then. Butcher knife that mug again. Like that. And
voila.
Voila. Butcher knife and one more again. Voila. You have a headless, feetless squirrel. Wash him off in that creek water. Get your knife. You feel right there where his breastplate starts. You push it in just a little, and then you thrust it forward and just rip up, and you split his whole breastplate. Come back down on that skin, catch the very top of it, and just zip it down. Just zip it down. And you reach up there in his chest cavity, grab all that junk. All comes out with one pull.
Hell yeah.
Wash him off one more again.
I'll eat that later.
Now he's ready to quarter.
You want to explain the quarter real fast?
Yeah. You can see where the muscles are. You know, if you've had a basic anatomy class, you can tell that's where the hind quarter starts. So you get right there, you cut in, and you just cut around the muscle where the muscle connects to everything else. Not the middle, out a little bit and in.
Yep.
And then just cut around it. And at this point, you ought to be able to see his hip joint right there. That's his hip joint. Let me just cut down a little bit closer.
Sure, we'll twist that right off.
Yeah, and then you can, once that hip joint's popped loose,
Mm.
you can just twist it right off, and look at there.
You want to lay the meat out?
Hell, we can lay it on the gravel. We're gonna wash it off when we get to the house.
Well, the gravel ain't that dirty anyways.
No. Do the same thing right there. You see how that piece of meat runs all the way up right there? Its knife placement is not exactly, it was pretty dangerous to be fair, but I'm doing this by myself, and I've skinned many a squirrel and have yet to get cut.
So like you can use a partner if you have to.
Yeah, it actually helps, but
I mean, I can help. You just didn't tell me.
you don't need. I don't need help.
Alright.
Yeah, I've been cut while cleaning catfish, but I ain't never been cut while cleaning squirrel.
I have been cut by clean
Once again, you see the center? That's the center of his asshole. You go in some, and you just cut all around.
Hell yeah.
You should be able to turn them around. See that hip joint? Pop it out, and then oh shoot,
There you go.
twist. There's a whole
That's a chunk right
whole
there.
squirrel thigh.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Look at all that meat right there.
Set them back down, Corey. Then with these, there ain't much meat on them, but it's meat nonetheless. So you start, see where that is right there? Connie, you can turn on the flash now if you want to. It's getting dark.
Where's your flash at? Oh, not turn your flash on.
It don't matter. We'll get it done before dark and clean the fuck out of a squirrel. Yeah, just focus on me. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I found.
Yeah, you did? All right. You just see where that shoulder comes around. You start on the back side. You make an incision, see where it comes up and sinks down, that's the shoulder. You make that quick little incision. Put your knife in that incision, hold it like that, and just pull it up, because there's nothing connecting a squirrel's shoulder to its body except tendons. It's the same with deer and most wild game. See, there's the shoulder again. Cut in. Put your knife under that cut. Hold on to him. Hold on to him a little better than that. My hands are wet. Very wet.
Back here.
Yeah. But we like them wet around here, ain't that right, Connor?
Amen, bro.
And there you go. Right there. Now the rest of the squirrels, some people cook them whole. There ain't no meat right there. These are flanks, there ain't no meat right there. So I start on the inside, see where the rib cage ends. You just stick your knife right there. You come up with it.
Cut the flank.
Cut the flank off, stick your knife right there at the last rib.
Cut the other flank.
Come up with it. And you can cut them flanks off like it ain't nobody's business.
Yeah.
Like that. Start right there. So you can see where the muscle turns into flank. That is not a very tasty piece of meat right there.
Ain't.
See that on a deer, that would be tenderloins. On a squirrel, imagine it's still tenderloins, but I've never met a redneck call them tenderloins.
Nah.
So here, come up close. I'm gonna crack it now. So I'm gonna get down once again. This is a good reason to have a big knife, because you just use it like a butcher knife. You find it right there and you, all right, that cracks that. The hip bones stop right there. So you're gonna whack him right there. And just, yeah, like that. And then you can twist that back, twist it forward.
See what you gotta do?
And twist it off. And right there where you cracked it on the top, you can twist that, twist it off. That is the midsection of squirrel meat. That is all meat. One bone run down the middle, rest of it's meat. It's that done. It's that easy. Good.